Today we are talking all things perception build. Now we've got a lot of info to cover and no time to waste, so let's get to it. One of the great aspects of 7 Days to Die is just how customizable the game actually is. It allows the player to approach the game using whatever playstyle they prefer. So today we are taking a look at another playstyle and character build for 7 Days to Die. Specifically, we are going to take a look at a perception build. We'll go through the attributes, perks, and skill books you need, what equipment you should focus on, and then we will demonstrate this build in action. But first, let's take a look at the attributes and perks that you need for a perception build. Now, when I think perception build, I immediately think sniper. Snipers have the ability to take down an opponent without them even knowing that they were there. That's the approach that we're going to be taking with this build here. We're going to be building basically a sniper build. Now, the downside to a build like this is snipers tend to kill their targets from a distance, which means up close and personal in POIs, it may be a little bit more difficult. But I'm going to show you a way around that. So let's start off by taking a look at the attributes and perks that we need in order to make this build. Since this is a perception build, of course, our primary attribute is going to be perception. Perception governs spears, rifles, explosive weapons, and tools. And each point into perception increases your headshot damage and chance to dismember with these weapons. Once you get this up to level 10, you'll be dealing 300% more headshot damage and have a 50% chance to dismember. Now let's take a look at the perk that will govern our primary weapon. And that, of course, is Deadeye. Each level of Deadeye will increase your damage with rifles, as well as increase the aim and reload speeds for these weapons. At level 3, you also start to unlock the kill streak bonus. This allows for successive kills to increase damage. Once you get this maxed out to level 5, you'll be dealing 50% more base damage, you'll aim 60% faster, reload 30% faster, and use 30 less stamina while aiming your rifle. Plus, your kill streak will give you a bonus of 30, 40, or up to a maximum of 50% bonus damage with each successive kill. Now let's take a look at the perk that will govern our secondary weapon. Since we already have a weapon that's great at killing the jerks from a distance, now we need a weapon that will take care of them up close and personal. So for this build, since it is in the perception tree, we are going to use the spear. And the spear is governed by Javelin Master. Each point into Javelin Master will increase the damage for your spear, as well as increase the throwing range for your spear. Once you get this up to level 5, your spears will do 50% more damage, and you'll have 50% more range. The next perk we want to take a look at is the Penetrator. Each level of the Penetrator will ignore more and more of your target's armor, and once you get to level 2 of the Penetrator, you'll actually start to unlock the ability to penetrate zombies in order to hit the zombies behind them. Get this bad boy up to level 4, and you will ignore 35% of the armor with firearms, archery, and spears. Plus, you can penetrate 3 additional targets with your sniper rifle. Now let's take a look at our secondary attribute. That is going to be agility. Now, the reason we're going to go into agility is because we want a couple of perks that will make this build even better. Again, the sniper build or the perception build, you want to try to kill the jerks without them even knowing you're there. So we are going to need those important stealth perks. First, we have Hidden Strike. Each level of Hidden Strike increases your sneak attack damage by 50%. Get this bad boy up to level 5 and you'll be dealing an extra 250% damage with sneak attacks. And the last perk we need to take a look at in this tree is From the Shadows. This perk pretty much makes you more difficult to detect by the zombie jerks. Once maxed out at level 5, you'll hide in the shadows 65% more effectively, noises from actions are muffled 50%, and sneak movement is 50% faster. Also, it decreases the amount of time that the jerks will actually look for you down to only 20 seconds. That means after 20 seconds, they give up and they go about their merry business. From the Shadows is an extremely important part of this build. Now let's take a look at these skill books that you should be on the lookout for when making this character. The first book series we want to talk about is Sniper. This will govern your sniper rifle. There are some pretty darn good books in this series, and the completion completion bonus is pretty good as well. The ghillie suit is not very effective in single player, so that's not really anything to get too excited about, but the ability to bulk craft ammo is always a good thing. The next book series we want to take a look at is Spear Hunter. This will govern your spear. There are some excellent books in this series as well, and the completion bonus is pretty cool. You'll do 50% more damage to downed opponents with power attacks. The next couple of books we want to take a look at are in the Urban Combat book series. You want to be on the lookout for Urban Combat Volume 3 and Urban Combat Volume 4. Volume 3 allows you to sneak over trash without it making any sound, and Volume 4 allows you to land without making a bunch of noise, and it also does not reduce your sneak jump height. And the last one I threw in here is Great Heist Volume 6. Use no stamina while sneak sprinting. This just allows you to get through a POI a little bit faster without having to worry about stamina. Now, let's take a look at some of the equipment that you should be on the lookout for with a perception build. Let's start with armor, and we are actually going to go with light armor for this build. Since we want to be nice and stealthy, as sneaky as possible, we're not worrying about damage resistance. We are worrying about creating as little noise as possible. That way we can kill the zombie jerks before they even know we are there. And of course, I went with the padded armor because it does not have a stamina, mobility, or noise penalty. Again, we are not worried about the armor rating. You'll notice I do have the banded armor plating mod in each one of these to give us a little bit of extra damage resistance. But generally speaking, the point of this build is to be stealthy and kill the jerks before they even know you're there. So we're going to go with the light armor, specifically with the padded armor. That way we do not have any of those armor penalties that come with some of the other sets. The next piece of equipment you want to be on the lookout for is the shades. The shades will give you a +1 to perception. Since perception is our primary attribute, having the ability to boost that up +1 is pretty darn good. Now let's take a look at the weapons that we're going to be using. Our primary weapon is going to be the sniper rifle. I went ahead and set it up to decrease the recoil and increase our aimed accuracy. Also threw a magazine extender mod in there to give us a little bit more ammunition. So now our sniper rifle's dealing 121 range damage, and we have a magazine size of 19. So we have plenty of ammo. We can fire plenty of rounds. And the secondary weapon we are going to use for this build is the spear. I have 2 quality steel spears. One of them is going to be thrown. The other one will be used to stab. So it's always good to have multiple spears when you're using spears, because once you throw it, if you only have one, you have to go retrieve it before you can use it again. Where if you have a backup, you can throw one and keep one in hand in order to stab. And we've got the weighted head, burning shaft, ergonomic grip, and rad remover in our steel spear. So the stats are looking pretty darn sweet. So let me go ahead and build this character, and I will show you exactly where I have allocated my points. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our build is complete. So as you can see, I have my perception up to level 10. We have our shades on, so we actually only had to go to level 9. That bumped us up to level 10. We have Deadeye maxed out at level 5, Javelin Expert maxed out at level 5, and the Penetrator maxed out to level 4. And in the agility tree, we've got agility up to level 10, and we have both Hidden Strike and From the Shadows maxed out to level 5. This would cost you 53 skill points, which means you can make this build by level 49. So I do believe it is about time to get out in the world and demonstrate this build in action. But before we move on, I did want to take this opportunity to say, if you're finding this video helpful and or enjoyable, join the Sav Nation by clicking that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss a single one of our tutorial videos. I release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. But now, let's get back to it. It is time for us to demonstrate this build in action. So I've picked a little house POI here, and we are going to head on in, and I'm going to demonstrate how this build works. So again, the purpose of this build is to be as sneaky and quiet as possible, and to kill the zombie jerks before they have a chance to see us. Ah! That was a fail. Stupid bird. So we are immediately going to go into sneak mode, and let's get inside the POI here. All right, so now that we are inside the POI, you'll notice our stealth level, our noise level is pretty darn low. Oh, we've got a jerk sleeping over there. Let's go ahead and take him out right now. Or not. See if we can reach him from this side. Oh, we got two of them. He did. And he did. Get reloaded, ready to go. Anybody else we can see in there? Okay, we're good. So now we just keep on moving. We need to keep our eyes out for stupid birds too. Noise level is still good. Whoop, somebody woke up. That's all right. Boom, sniper rifle took him down, no problem whatsoever. And again, be on the lookout for birds. Looks like we're good. So we keep on moving. All right, I see a soldier there. Let's take care of him. Soldier down, and we have a cabinet. Now this is where your power attacks and your spear can come in handy. That can actually open up the cabinets, which will allow you to save a little bit of ammunition with your sniper rifle. But it looks like we're good. So let's keep on rolling, and up we go. There's probably gonna be some stupid birds up here. Oh, they're all waking up. All right, and let's take a look here. Oh, we've got some landmines down there. Well, you know, I'm actually going to take these out because I don't want to step on these and blow myself up, because I more than likely will. All right, one more to go. Oh, nope, there's another one hiding. There we go. And is there anybody waiting down there for us that we can see? Looks pretty good, so I think we're safe to jump on down. And because we have that sneak landing book, we shouldn't make much sound landing. Boom, there we go. We are back inside the POI. Now let's keep on being sneaky and making our way through. All right, we've got another zombie closet. Let's go ahead and open that bad boy up. And, ooh, look what we have sleeping in there. Boom! Ha! He did. All right, let's go ahead and grab our spear back. Whoa, where'd you come from, buddy? Keep on moving. Oh, we got a twofer. I should be using AP ammo right now. I could have taken them both out with one shot. Oh, what was I thinking? It's the whole point of the penetrator perk. Okay, before we head down, make sure, see if there's anybody we can see. Nope, we're good. Head on down, and let's keep moving. We got a sleeper. He did. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Oh, you were doing better just a few seconds ago, that's for sure. Got another Arlene over there. Boom, she did. We got somebody outside. Sounds like we've got a lumberjack out there making some noise. Oh, we got a soldier zombie here. And we've got a janitor here. And looks like we got Mo sleeping down on the ground over here. There we go. They're all dead. Is that everybody in here? That looks like it. And let's double check and see if there's anybody hidden in the back here. Nope, we are good. We are in the loot room. Everybody's dead. Very effective clear of this building with the perception build. So you noticed we were pretty darn sneaky. We did wake up a couple of zombies, but the sniper rifle has enough power to take them down. If by chance they do wake up, you can use your spears to open up those monster closets, or stagger the zombies if they get a little too close. Otherwise, just use your sniper rifle. Be nice and sneaky, go through the POI, and kill the zombie jerks before they even know that you're there. The perception attribute can be used to make quite an effective combat character. Having the ability to kill the zombie jerks at a distance is definitely a major advantage. Couple that with the agility tree and make yourself super stealthy, and you can turn your character into a very effective sniper. Now, there are also a couple of other perks in the perception tree that I really like, especially the animal tracker perk. That perk is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It is so much fun to play, and it goes hand in hand with a sniper type build. because you are going to want to keep your distance from the animals that you are hunting. But for a straight up combat build, the perception tree does actually give you some options to create a very effective character. I hope you folks have found this video helpful and or enjoyable. If you did and you'd like to see more character build tutorials, I've created a very special playlist that you can access by clicking the box in the top right corner of the screen. But for now, this is Saven saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me in Saven's World. And remember, the average gamer is always king of the hill on the bell curve.